Supah Mpondo is a rapper. Yeah. One half of Safe and Super. We haven't collaborated in a while though. I form, I think, 9.1% of my mother's children. I'm an astute reader trying to regain his astuteness. Kind of fell off. Ndingumntu. I'm a tall one at that. I'm an MC. Yeah, yeah, definitely that. As far as what collaboration amongst artists in the world of art mean to me, like collaboration gives art, a character, a background story. With art being subjective, the feeling it transfers is not really just a sum of how it was arranged, but so imagining Dilla, for example, on the SP on his deathbed gives more feelings to donuts. And it's the same when I collab with like a Safecards, a Marco Veni, Thor, or Jedi Knight, or Canis, or Scenic Beats, or even Blaze. Like a piece of their character is sprinkled over their beats or verses, and it gives it sentience. The music becomes a living thing. And if you know them, be it personally or just following their work, you can see that DNA in whatever comes out, and how we merge together makes it an entirely new thing. Well, obviously, the creation of Amadlo Zabis, I was initiated by my fandom of his instrumentals. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but yeah, man, they are complete and have a life of their own. The writing was more like me narrating how the sound makes you feel. For example, if you listen to what's this joint, "Ode to Death," the picture was already there, from the screams and the shamanistic chanting. And so you can't help but write about spirits. And it became Ode to Death because I mainly understand spirits as people who have transitioned, to the other side. This was my first serious writing, if I could call it that. If you're familiar with my work, you know that I usually layer it with like humor, but by default, uh, that's because that's who I am, as a person. But this time it would have tempered with what I was trying to relay. So yeah, I reacted to how the beats make me feel, and that's really how the entire project was written. The two collaborative writers were chosen because I felt we were like on the same mental plane, and I needed different voices to drive some of the thoughts home. Thus, I reached out to Ndombela, and after seeing Silent Ivy, I knew I needed to work with him. And Marco Veni just so happened to have a perfect beat for that, which is a prelude to Ode to Death. Um, the project, accidentally came out cohesive but loosely tied by a continuous thread that, mainly I can follow. But that's fine. People get what they get from this one. Between TKZ and Trompies, let's say TKZ. Uh, yeah, I know them more. Between melody and lyrics, definitely lyrics. Sort of a lyricist myself. Mali and Ethiopia. Um, I don't know enough about Mali, or like I'm forgetting, what they've done. So I can't really answer this one. But if I had to, I'd probably say Ethiopia because, they are well marketed. Sound musician or visual musician. Um, the art stems from imagination. So it's kind of the same thing, so to say. One, I have a show coming up on the 28th of June titled Amatlos Yabis. I collaborated with Shaman Chant, and yeah, there's in the lineup as well. Um, it's cohesive. It's like a collaboration that best drives the story of Amadlozi Ayabiza. So currently, I haven't written in a while, but hopefully that show revives my pen. Yeah. As far as names of artists who have helped to shape my sound, well, I don't really have a sound because I'm a writer, but a few influences I'm aware of in terms of the writing: Metal Face, Doom, ASAP Rock, and Homeboy Sandman. The rest of the list varies according to days. Like it can be, Brasol from Big Fucking Gun, it can be Corinne Bailey Ray, it can be Pharaoh Monch, okay, Malum Kulkati, it can be Manelisi, etc. Um, yeah, I'm reactionary, really. Yeah, that's about the size of it. Peace.